and see where this takes us. Huh. Curious. We go straight inside, so we don't get to see the exterior. A clue left behind by the Polos has brought Ezio to the Maiden's Tower. Investigate the tower, but be careful. Full sync, obtain the Massiev key without falling into the water. Okay. We'll see how well we do that. Maiden's Tower? Search the lighthouse? Kiskulesi, the Maiden's Tower, known erroneously as Leander's Tower, has served many functions since its construction in 1110. Initially a naval control tower, it has also been a lighthouse, a semaphore station, a quarantine post, a customs station, a home for retired naval officers, and a restaurant. The origin of its name stems from a number of disparate myths, the most common and recent of which concerns a sultan and his beloved daughter. According to legend, the sultan was told by an adamant oracle that his daughter was destined to be killed by a venomous snake on her 18th birthday. Determined to deflect the barbs of fate, the sultan built the Maiden's Tower for the exclusive purpose of keeping his beloved daughter away from land and all things that crawled upon it. After the tower's completion, the girl moved in and remained there until the appointed day. On the evening of his daughter's 18th birthday, the sultan was overjoyed that he had prevented the oracle's prediction, and so traveled to see her, bearing a basket of exotic fruits to present as a gift. When his daughter picked through the cornucopia, however, she was immediately bitten by a poisonous asp that had stowed away amid the colorful fruits. The sultan's daughter died in her father's arms right on schedule. That's the story. It's probably not true. Let's go to Wikipedia. Maiden's Tower? Is that a thing that we can look up? Oh, there it is. It looks exactly like how it is in the game. And it's actually right there too. It's pretty close to Istanbul. Also known as Leander's Tower since the medieval Byzantine period, is a tower lying on a small islet located at the southern entrance to the Bosporus Strait, 200 meters from the coast of Uskunda in Istanbul, Italy. After the naval victory at Cyzicus, the ancient Athenian general Alcibiades possibly built a customs station for ships coming from the Black Sea on a small rock in front of Chrysopolis. In 1110, Byzantine Emperor Alexius Comnenus built a wooden tower protected by a stone wall. From the tower, an iron chain stretched across to another tower erected on the European shore, at the quarter of Mangana in Constantinople. The islet was then connected to the Asiatic shore through a defense wall, whose underwater remains are still visible. That's amazing. So they had a chain stretching to the European side and built a wall on the Asian side. So that thing just cut off the entire Black Sea from the Mediterranean. During the siege of Constantinople in 1453, the tower held a Byzantine garrison commanded by the Venetian Gabriele Trevisano. After the conquest of the city, Sultan Mehmed II used the structure as a watchtower. The tower, mistakenly known as Leander's Tower after the legend of Hero and Leander, which took place in the Dardanelles, was destroyed during the earthquake of 1509. Yeah, earthquakes. And burned in 1721. So it was destroyed and then burned 200 years later. Since then, it was used as a lighthouse, and the surrounding walls were repaired in 1731 and 1734, until in 1763 it was erected using stone. Okay, so it was supposed to be a wooden tower at this time. It was only stone from 1763 onwards. From 1829, the tower was used as a quarantine station, and in 1832 was restored by Sultan Mahmud II. Restored again by the Harbour Authority in 1945, the most recent restoration began in 1998, and steel supports were added around the ancient tower as a precaution after the 17th of August 1999 earthquake. The interior of the tower has been transformed into a popular cafe and restaurant, with an excellent view of the former Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman capital. Private boats make trips to the tower several times a day. Alright, so here's a medieval map of Constantinople. And actually, let me just make this a bit bigger. Amazing. So there's the Galata Tower there. There's the fortress, the old Genoese fort. There's the Hagia Sophia and some other notable churches with the walls around everything. That's the Golden Horn. And then there's the tower there, the Maiden's Tower. That's a pretty cool map. Look at that. Back to this. Legend. There are many legends about the construction of the tower and its location. According to the most popular Turkish legend, an emperor has had a much-loved daughter, and one day an oracle prophesied that she would be killed by a venomous snake on her 18th birthday. The emperor, in an effort to thwart his daughter's early demise by placing her away from land so as to keep her away from any snakes, had the tower built in the middle of the Bosporus to protect his daughter until her 18th birthday. The princess was placed in the tower, where she was frequently visited only by her father. On the 18th birthday of the princess, the emperor brought her a basket of exotic sumptuous fruits as a birthday gift. Delighted that he was able to prevent the prophecy, upon reaching into the basket, however, an asp that had been hiding amongst the fruit bit the young princess, and she died in her father's arms, just as the oracle had predicted, hence the name Maiden's Tower. That's probably just a story. That's what it looks like, by the way. Looks pretty cool, right? Like, the island is pretty small, and the building takes up the entire island almost. The older name, Leander's Tower, comes from another story about a maiden, the ancient Greek myth of Hero and Leander. Hero was a priestess of Aphrodite who lived in a tower at Sestos, at the edge of the Hellespont. Leander, a young man from Abydos, on the other side of the strait, fell in love with her and would swim every night across the Hellespont to be with her. This guy is a good swimmer. Hero would light a lamp every night at the top of her tower to guide his way. Succumbing to Leander's soft words and to his argument that Aphrodite, as goddess of love, would scorn the worship of a virgin, Hero allowed him to make love to her. That's a pretty good scam. Aphrodite, as goddess of love, would scorn the worship of a virgin. That's a pretty good scam. This routine lasted through the warm summer, but one stormy winter night, the waves tossed Leander in the sea, and the breezes blew out Hero's light, and Leander lost his way and was drowned. Hero threw herself from the tower in grief and died as well. The name Maiden's Tower might also have its origins in this ancient story. So the moral of the story is, if you have sex, you will die. Due to the vicinity and similarity between the Dardanelles and the Bosphorus, Leander's story was mistakenly attributed to the tower. The tower today, there's a restaurant and a cafe, also on the back of the 10 lira banknote. Alright, that's cool. Although it doesn't really say much about the quarantine station and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm actually more interested to see the chain and the wall that was built. So the stone is apparently not correct. All this stone stuff apparently is not part of the original... Wait a minute, press shift to interact. Let me just walk around a bit first. Because we are in a lighthouse. Let me go upstairs to see what's going on up there. Okay, we can't go upstairs, guys. We can't go upstairs. We can't climb upstairs neither. Well, we're not going to see very much of the tower because we're going underground. And you saw the photos. There is no underground. This island is tiny. But according to the game, there is magically an underground. as we slowly walk. Or maybe not. Maybe there isn't underground. Oh no, there is lower chambers. Yep, there is an underground on a tiny, tiny island in the middle of the sea. And remember, for full synchronization, we cannot fall in the water. There's a massive cavern underneath a tiny island. How is that possible? Explore the underground cavern. Oh no, is this timed? It's timed. 30 seconds, alright, it's timed. What to do. Let's just run. Okay, first one's easy. Surprisingly well-maintained machinery. Like, really well-maintained machinery. This is so elaborate. And somehow, despite being under seawater, it is in perfect condition. How does that work? Where am I going with this? Oh, across there? And then where am I going with this? Across here. And then... okay, here we go. We can go down. Why would we go down? What is down there? Oh, if we fall in the water, we climb back up there, I see. I believe I need to go across to there, okay. Pull the switch. Pull the switch. I don't even know where that is. I don't... oh, okay. So I guess we're doing that and straight across. Straight across. Do I bother staying up here? I guess I do. No, what the... no, why? Never mind. So I need to get across here, right? Yes. Go on. 24 seconds remaining. Faster, Ezio. There you go.